Good evening and welcome to California Today. I'm David Lam. Let's take a look at today's stories. A Sacramento man is arrested for having a hit list with the names of presidents and government officials. Authorities said he was armed and on his way to Washington, D.C. A group of runners in California are getting ready for the new year with a half marathon run. The organizer says the run is a way for people to socialize and check their fitness levels before the new year. The governor declared a state of emergency to help counties recover from winter storms. Here's NTD's Eileen Ang with more details.
On Thursday, Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency in several counties that need recovery help from the recent winter storms. Recovery efforts include directing Caltrans and the Federal Highway Administration's Emergency Relief Program to repair highways and easing access to unemployment benefits for those unemployed due to the storms. Officials warn people to avoid traveling unless it's essential so crews can work to clear roads.
Stay off the roads. Stay off the roads. The conditions are treacherous. Our teams have been working 24/7 on 12-hour shifts to make sure the roads can stay safe and be clear for those essential trips to be able to get through. So we're recommending stay off our highways, stay off the roads during these difficult days, these difficult weather days.
A skier in the Sierras was trying out his new gear in the area and saw an abandoned vehicle on the way.
We saw a car that was over the edge of the cliff on the side of the road, and it just had like one tire that was hooked. It was like a truck, and it looked like if I blew on it, it'd just start tumbling. It was almost 50 degrees off the edge.
As of Friday, there are still thousands of people without power due to falling trees, breaking power lines, and creating access issues.
In our Humboldt and Mendocino counties, we expect to restore 30% of the remaining customers by Sunday and have essentially all customers back by January 5th. There are some small pockets that may experience extended outages, maybe up to 2 more weeks, because of the fallen trees and debris and the tangled lines that were faced.
PG&E will be updating their customers when their power gets restored through text or automated phone calls. Eileen Ang, NTD News, California.
Prosecutors said an armed Sacramento man had a hit list that named President Biden and other government officials. Authorities said the armed man was on his way to driving to Washington, D.C. before they arrested him in Iowa. On Wednesday, former Senate counterterrorism advisor Seamus Hughes shared court documents involving Kwacha Brilliant Shang. On December 21st, an Iowa sheriff said he stopped Shang for driving aggressively and weaving in and out of traffic on Interstate 80. Shang cooperated with law enforcement during the traffic stop. Officers found an AR-15 style rifle, ammunition, and armor in his vehicle. He reportedly talked about his disapproval of the government and evil individuals. He had a hit list saved on TikTok. Among those named were former presidents Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, as well as Anthony Fauci, Mark Zuckerberg, and President Joe Biden. The 25-year-old Shang reportedly departed his home near Sacramento around December 18th. Shang was detained in county jail. According to records, he said if he's set free, he'll resume his plan to fight evil demons at the White House. David Lam, NTD News, California. A Pennsylvania federal judge ordered California to pay thousands of dollars in legal fees for its lack of action in a multi-district litigation. 40 states filed claims of a large price-fixing conspiracy for generic drugs.
California is a member of a multi-district litigation filed back in 2016 in the United States District Court of the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. The litigation includes allegations that defendant pharmaceutical companies participated in a program to fix and maintain prices for certain generic drugs. On Wednesday, Pennsylvania federal judge Cynthia Roof ordered California to pay Par Pharmaceutical Incorporated nearly $80,000 in legal fees. Roof says California failed to comply with obligations to provide information in a multi-district lawsuit. She expressed frustration with the state's failure to comply with the litigation's discovery requirements. The court also awarded about $104,000 in legal fees to the California Attorney General's office in Washington, D.C. back on December 1st. Roof said in a court order last month that defendants have not shown incurable prejudice. Separately, the U.S. Justice Department is also pursuing a criminal investigation into the generic pharmaceutical industry regarding price-fixing allegations.
On January 1st, California's minimum wage will rise by $1. New Year's coming and the minimum wage will rise tomorrow. The state will increase minimum pay to $15 per hour for all businesses with 26 or more employees. For smaller businesses with 25 or fewer, the pay rate will rise to $14 per hour. The increase in minimum wage comes with a law passed in 2016 that set the goal of $15 per hour by the beginning of 2022. Small businesses will be expected to pay $15 by 2023. Other cities and counties already have higher minimum wage pay rates than the rest of the state. Silicon Valley has some of the highest rates in the state. Mountain View and Sunnyvale will increase the minimum wage to $17.10 per hour, regardless of the number of employees. West Hollywood's hotel workers got the highest minimum pay at $17.64 per hour. Earlier in December, California's Department of Industrial Relations said that workers paid less than the minimum wage are urged to contact the Labor Commission's office to file a wage claim. In November, the department launched a webpage where workers can file claims for unpaid wages. Bay Area runners held a last chance half marathon for 2021. Around 40 people attended the Los Gatos Creek Trail Marathon today. NTD's Cynthia Kai spoke to some runners to hear more about why they are celebrating New Year's Eve with a run.
As the year comes to a close, a group of people are getting ready to run towards the new year, literally with a half marathon in Campbell, California. The founder says it's a way for people to check their fitness levels before the new year. Around 40 people gathered near a Pete's Coffee at 9 in the morning on New Year's Eve for the run. Participants could choose between 3 routes, 5K, 10K, or a 13.1 miles long half marathon, depending on their running capacity.
I think in light of the fact that a lot of people still aren't traveling this year, including myself, I just thought, you know what, I would like to do a run on the last day of the year, New Year's Eve. I want to get in a few more miles, one more long run, and decided to invite my friends and my group and their friends to see if anybody else wanted to get a run. And
Ellen Lee organized the runners group Bay Area Runners 14 years ago. Today, the group has over 4,000 members from around the Bay Area.
There's a lot of group runs and a lot of social activities like dinners and holiday parties and stuff like that. So it's really very exciting, and it's special to me because these were like the first people I hung out with when I came to the Bay Area. So it's really exciting, and it's really special.
Runners say they enjoy meeting new people and supporting each other in their fitness goals.
Just to get out and have fun with a lot of people and push myself physically to run the distance and have fun and celebrate the end of the year.
Newbarth says in addition to the morning run, he plans to enjoy time with friends to celebrate the coming new year.
We're going out to a walk and run on the bay tonight. It'll be a good night with hopefully clear and no moon, so we'll see lots of stars, and it's beautiful out in the bay here to look at the lights reflecting on the water. And
at the end of the run, people took time to socialize and enjoy coffee and food together.
by having coffee after, and we're doing this outside to be safe, it just gives people a chance to mingle, with other people they didn't really get to run with or people they don't normally see. So I also bake cookies just as a little bit more of a draw for people to come. So
Bay Area Runners is planning to have a New Year run tomorrow at River Trail in Santa Clara, California.
Happy New Year!
Runners say they're looking forward to more runs and everything that 2022 has to offer. Reporting in Campbell, California, Cynthia Kai, NTD News.
Now to NTD's Thomas Christian for an update on sports.
I'm Thomas Christian, giving you the Californian Today Sports Roundup. The Denver Nuggets home game Thursday against the Golden State Warriors was postponed hours before the scheduled tip-off due to COVID-19 protocol. Earlier in the day, reports said that Denver head coach Mike Malone had entered the protocol. The Nuggets began the day with 3 players on the COVID list: Jeff Green, Bones Highland, and Zeke Nnaji. Golden State forward Draymond Green expressed his frustration with the league's decision to postpone the game after the Nuggets were unable to field the necessary 8 players due to COVID-19 protocols. Green said via Twitter, "How do you continue to cancel games when you've implemented rules to prevent this from happening? Is that not a competitive advantage for other teams? The guys we didn't have due to the protocol list played no role in Tuesday's loss? Pick a side, but don't straddle the fence. The Warriors, who are currently tied for first place in the Western Conference, fell 89-86 to the Nuggets in San Francisco on Tuesday in a game where Green was one of the 4 players on the team sidelined by protocols. 4 other players were deemed questionable entering Thursday: Aaron Gordon, Monty Morris, Austin Rivers, and Vlatko Konkar, all for the Nuggets. 8 healthy players are required for a team's roster to actually compete in a game. Golden State, meanwhile, is still without Green, Damian Lee, and Moses Moody due to COVID-19. Becky Hammon, a 6-time WNBA All-Star, reportedly will become the league's highest paid coach. Hammon will leave her job as an assistant for the San Antonio Spurs to take over for the Las Vegas Aces, The Athletic and ESPN reported Thursday night. Per both media outlets, her salary will be the highest in the entire WNBA. Bill Laimbeer, the Aces' current head coach for the past 4 years, will leave his post to free up the job for Hammon via The Athletic. Hammon made history in 2014 when, after her retirement as a player, she was hired by the San Antonio Spurs to be the first female full-time assistant coach in NBA history. She has since been interviewed for numerous head coaching jobs in the NBA and was a finalist for the Portland Trail Blazers job last summer. The Blazers ultimately hired Chauncey Billups. WNBA free agency begins Saturday. The Aces finished last season with the league's second-best record in the regular season before losing to the Phoenix Mercury in the semifinals. As always, I'm Thomas Christian, and thanks for tuning in.
And that's all for tonight. Happy New Year's Eve, and thank you for tuning in with us. We have a countdown later tonight before the new year. Be sure to keep an eye out for this year's highlights moments from our California team. I'm David Lamb, and I hope you all have a sparkling 2022.